Alright, earlier on just now you actually did the part one of my video whereby you we went through the questions from question 23 all the way till 30. By now you should have completed the corrections for paper 1. So what I'm going to do now is to continue going through paper 2. I'm not sure whether all of you have finished paper 2. If you have not, please try to complete it, because tomorrow I will still be going through paper 2. If you have completed it, it's good. Alright, so keep up the good work. Another thing I need you to know is if I'm not coming tomorrow, you will need to make sure that you will leave the school with practice paper 4. I've printed practice paper 4. I will make sure that I'll just ensure that it's being passed to your class. Alright, it will be safely delivered to your class. So please make sure you will leave the school with practice paper 4. The full set, it is all stapled together. I stapled this full set together. Paper 1 and paper 2, I stapled it together. Alright, so I'm going to go through this now. I would have 538 and 306. I have two different groups. 110 female left. This is left, so it's minus. And 25 males entered. This is plus. What was the percentage decrease? So before we continue, we will need to recall the formula for percentage decrease. It will be decrease over the original times 100. So how do we find the decrease or the original? The original will be 538 plus 306. So use your calculator to get the answer. 538 plus 306, you'll be getting 844. So there you go. You have your original. Now, in order to find the new total, you can actually do this. There is a simpler way, but I'm just going to show you this first. You can use 844 to take away 110, and you plus the 25 males that entered. So you minus 110 plus 25, you will get 759. This will be the new total. And how do we find the decrease? You will use 844 minus 759. 844, you will get minus 759, you get 85. This will be the decrease. Some of you might be thinking, hey, Madam Yen, there's another way of finding the decrease. Yes, there is. For those of you who understood, right, the change starts from this part here. 110 females left, so you will have 110. Alright, you will take away 25. You will get 85. This represents the 85 females, the overall people who left. So this can replace all of this. So now you have your decrease, which is 85, over your original, which is 844. You can go and press your calculator to times 100. Alright, but you are going to get a decimal. Let me just press mine first, okay? Times 100. You're going to get this 10.07109. Round your answer to the nearest one decimal place. So the one decimal place is here. More than 5 or more, add one more. So you will be getting the rounding of your answer to the nearest one decimal. You will get 10.1. That will be the answer for question 1. If you need to hit pause, the pause button, please do so, alright? So it looks like that. I'll zoom in like this. Okay. Question 2. The table shows the points scored by 3 children in a game. Their total score is 135. All their scores were 2-digit numbers. What was the lowest possible score among the 3 of them? Now, maybe when you see this, right, you see key information like 2-digit, lowest possible score. Then you thought that, hey, this question is actually quite easy. This one is just the lowest possible score must be 10. It must be 10 because 10 is the lowest 2-digit numbers. Just want you to take note. If I put 10 here, right, does it make sense or not? Maybe you will have 135 minus Ali minus 10. So you use your calculator, 135 minus 21 minus 10. Is it possible that Charlie gets 104? It doesn't make sense, right? Because it says that it must be a two-digit number. So what you can do is to ensure that one of them gets the greatest possible two-digit numbers. So the greatest possible two-digit numbers will be 99. Then you can find the lowest possible score. So I'm going to use 135 to take away 21 to take away 99. I'll end up with 15. You can also do it the other way, whereby just now I did example, I have three numbers, right? I would have 10, I have 10. Just now what was my answer? 104. You know that this is not possible. You can do a guess and check. This one is the wrong one that you want. This is not the one that you want because it doesn't fulfill the two-digit numbers. So you will just, you know that Ali is fixed. Ali is fixed. So Ali will be 21 all the way. Alright, Ali will be 21 all the way. So what you can do is to increase this. This will be 103. It cannot be 103. It is 12. Cannot be 102. It's 13. This one is 10. Is going down. This one going down. This one going up. 101. So then after that, you go to the next one, right? 21, 21. So you will reach there. Ultimately, if you do guess and check, you will still reach there. This is 14. This will be 100. Still 3-digit. So this one is still out. Then you go, when you go to the next stage is 15, you will get 99. Then you realize that, hey, this is my answer. Alright, but your answer is not 99. Instead, the answer is 15. That is the lowest possible score. Okay. So these are the two ways that you can do it. First is to understand that you need the highest possible two-digit numbers in order to get the other lowest possible two-digit numbers. Or alternatively, you can use guess and check. Alright, question 3. In the square grid, I have AB and BC from two sides of the trapezium. There are two right angles. So I have AB and BC, it forms two sides, right? So that means they've already shown you that there's a parallel line this side. I'm not sure whether is it part of the question or conveniently somebody drew it and helped you with this question. But you must know that angle, the right angles definitely doesn't come from what is shown over here. So what you can do is you will need to draw two right angles. So I'm just going to show you where it is. It will be here. Please take note that you need to use your set square if possible. Oh, wait. You will need to use your set square in order to ensure that it is a 90 degrees. Few things that I'm going to check. Whether your lines are joined. Are your lines joined? If it's not joined, minus half a mark. If there is no labels for D, if there's no labels, that means I don't see that you labeled D, minus half a mark. If your lines are crooked, I don't know how. Maybe something happened to your ruler. So if your lines are crooked, minus half. Is it okay? And if your drawing happens that your point D is somewhere here. That means it is not at the edge of the square grid, 0 mark. So just take note of the drawing. It must be done using a ruler. Alright, question number 4. Amos is 12 years older than his sister. So the difference will forever be the same. If Amos is 12 years younger now, 20 years later, 99 years later, 1000 years later, he will always be 12 years younger. The ratio of Amos' age to his sister's age is 1:5. So Amos to sister. Amos to sister, alright, is 1:5. But the difference is 12. Right now, the difference is 4. I will need to make the difference to be 12, which means to say I will need to times 3. I will get 3:15. Alright, so in how many years' time will the ratio of Amos' age will be 2:5, right? So sister, 2:5. Now the difference here will be 3, but as I've explained earlier on, the difference will always be 12. So I will need to times 4 here to get 12. I will get 8 is to 20. So let's look at Amos's age. How many years time he started off? He started off with 3 years old, and suddenly after that, after 5 years, he will be 8 years old. So you will take 8 minus 3 equals to 5. The answer will be 5 years old. Okay, let's go to the last question for today. If you have a lot of time left, please do please use the time, remaining time to complete paper 2. If let's say time is running out and you realize that there's not enough time to finish watching this video, you can watch it tomorrow. That means you will continue from where you stopped today and you will continue tomorrow. Okay, let's go through this quickly. If the total number of flowers sold were 405, 180 carnations were sold. For this kind of statement, it means that you have to work it out. So first, you know the rows, which is 135. You will use 405, take away 135. So again, use your calculator. 405 minus 135. You will get 270. Now, this 270 refers to 6y over here. So let's try to have an equation with the unknown. 6y represents 270. 1y equals to 270 divided by 6, you get 45. But let's talk about carnations. Carnations will be 4y. So you would have 4 times 45. 4 times 45, you'll be getting 180. You got 180. The statement says that it's 180. Therefore, it is true. The second statement, part B, the amount of money collected from selling the lilies and the carnations are the same. You can actually do it by reasoning. Because let me try. If 2y, you will get this each. Alright, 4y, it says that you will get 4 for $5. So technically, it means that it's 2 for $2.50. If I'm able to break it up. But now you know that this is each, but this is 2 for $2.50. It represents the twice that is over here. Alright, so actually it's true. But for those who don't understand, don't worry. I'll just go through the other way, alright? Now, you have to assume that maybe y equals to, let's take it that y equals to 1. I'll do my working on the left side, alright? If I keep drawing this. Let's take it that y equals to 1. Lilies, there will be 2. If y equals to 1, this is 2y, right? So it's 2 times 1 equals to 2. My carnations will be 4 times 1 equals to 4. Alright, so what does this mean? The lilies, I will have 2 times 250. I'll get $5. And my carnations, I will have 4 for $5. It will be $5. So this will prove that the amount of money collected from selling the lilies and the carnations are the same. Some of you might argue, how do you know that y must be 1? So maybe I just write another number. Maybe I want to have y equals to 5, or maybe y equals to 2. If y equals to 2, right, my lilies will be 2 times 2 equals to 4. My carnations will be 4 times 2 equals to 8. Now let's put the money in, the value. 4 lily will be 4 times 250. You will get $10. If I have 8 carnations, 2 sets of it will be $5 times 2. You also get $10. So this is how you can actually figure out with calculation how statement B is actually true. Alright, for the third one, the amount of money collected from selling the roses was the highest among the type of flowers. I will not, this is not true. this is not false. It's quite impossible to tell is because you would not know the value of y. Alright, because it, okay, let me try to prove it. Because if y equals to 1, or if y equals to 2, it will be $4. It will be $10, and it will be $10 here, over here. And 135 rows times $2, you will get 270. Now this is true when the y is 2. What happens if my y is very big? Let's say maybe like 100. Let's say if my y is 100, I would have 200 lilies. If my y is 100, I would have 400. So if I times 250 here, if I have 400 carnations, I will have 100 sets. I will have 100 times $5. It will definitely cost more than the rows. Therefore, it is impossible to tell. So this, the last one, it will be impossible to tell. Alright. So right now you have gone through question 1 to question 5. You can use the remaining time, if you have, to continue doing your practice paper, to continue doing the rest of the questions. Alright, if running short of time, then you will just play this video tomorrow. Alright, hope to see you soon. Have a good day ahead. Bye bye.